Amid Prokhorovka's dust-choked chaos, 300 German tanks thunder forward in a relentless armored surge across vast wheat fields. A cataclysmic blast erupts. The lead Tiger's turret catapults skyward in a vortex of flames, unveiling an unseen predator on the ridge. From shadows emerges the intruder, a 73-ton M182 SCP V3 Abrams, its cannon smoking after the impossible long-range kill. July 5th, 1943, Kursk ignites in history's grandest tank battle. German Operation Citadel, aiming to crush the Soviet salient. Ninth Army thrusts north through Model's calculated strikes, breaching minefields toward the encirclement's deadly pinch. Manstein's 4th Panzer Army hammers south, coordinating with Luftwaffe to trap two Soviet fronts in iron jaws. Terrain challenges, rolling khaki hills, Soviet trenches, anti-tank ditches, and barbed wire entangle the mechanized advance. Hitler gambles all post-Stalingrad, deploying 17 panzer divisions and 500,000 veterans for reversal. Bunkers hum with final orders, maps sprawl, arrows converging on the salient's vulnerable, fortified heart. Mobilization swells, Tigers, Panthers, and Panzers roll from yards, backed by Stukas and endless infantry lines. But fate twists. A 2017 Abrams materializes near Prokhorovka, hurled into 1943's brutal Eastern Front inferno. At 73 tons, its Chobham composite armor with uranium mesh renders WW2 hulks obsolete in protection and power. A 1,500 horsepower turbine propels it to 42 kilometers over rough ground, outpacing the Tiger's labored 24.8 to abuse crawl. Frontal equivalent exceeds 600 mm steel. A Tiger's 80 mm penetrates mere 150 mm, glancing harmlessly off glacis. Historically, Tigers felled T-34s at range, but this era jumper exposes their vulnerabilities in stark relief. The 120 mm with 256 smoothbore hurls sabot darts at 1.5 km/s, shredding sloped Panther plates like brittle foil. Beyond 1943's 800 ms shells, these fin-stabilized penetrators ignore reactive defenses with lethal precision. Gyro-stabilized, the gun fires accurately on the move, revolutionizing beyond static WW2D engagements. Gen 3 thermals pierce smoke, night, and camouflage, revealing foes at 3 kilometers in ghostly heat. Ballistic computers factor wind, motion, and drop for flawless first hits, eclipsing era's crude optics. Engagements then hugged 500 meters. Now, the Abrams dominates horizons unseen by German spotters. Coaxial, 7.62 mm M240, remote, .50 cal M2, and loader's machine gun pack 11,000 rounds for infantry sweeps. 4-man crew, commander, gunner, loader, driver, elite, but stranded, facing temporal isolation's cruel edge. Opposing, Wehrmacht's armored elite, Citadel's southern fist with 3,000 tanks in coordinated fury. 146 Tiger is spearhead, their ADB Tralitiamiri K-36 proven T-34 slayers from kilometer distances. Noto, Henschel Porsche designs boast 100 millisecond, 2 fronts, and interleaved wheels for unchallenged heavy dominance. 200 debut Panthers flaunt sloped 80 mm and 75 mm Dekoridiabukoi 42 velocity, evolving from Panzer IV lineage. Hundreds of Panzer IVs and Totantries backbone the force, reliable with 75 mm and 50 mm workhorse guns. 90-ton Ferdinands lurk on their 88 mm PaK 43s piercing 200 mm at range in casemate ambushes. Stuka Jewish Queetons dive with 500-pound precision bombs. Artillery and Stuga Freeze blanket flanks relentlessly. 500,000 infantry. France to Moscow veterans. Weave blitzkrieg. Tanks breach. Troops exploit. Air covers all. Dawn July 5th. Abrams thermals sweep horizon, locking lead Tigers at 3 kilometers unseen peril. Commander spots, turret rings, gunner aligns, loader chambers sabot in seamless, lethal rhythm. Cannon thunders, the Tiger's turret shears free in flames, crew erased before sight of doom. Panic ripples, second Tiger splits, Panther ignites, Panzer IV column fractures in blind confusion. Radios erupt in alarm. An invisible scourge strikes from ranges defying optics and reason. Smoke veils rise, but thermals cut through. Engines glowing targets in the obscuring haze. SS Panzers counterthrust. Tigers vanguard the wedge, charging to overwhelm the Phantom. Loader feeds relentlessly. Gunner cycles kills. Tanks blooming fire before their guns awaken. Ferdinand hull down fires blindly. Its 200-meter round shatters futile on Abrams' unyielding face. Retort single, sabot supersonic, Ferdinand's casemate crumples, thickest armor yielding instantly. Midday crisis grips south. 60 tanks felled by one ghost. Commanders scrambling in disarray. Whispers spread of spectral slayer beyond sight. Morale cracking under unseen harvest. Luftwaffe unleashes Stukas, sirens wailing to hunt and bomb the battlefield's enigma. Thermals track dives. Remote 50-call sloughs. Incendiaries riddling engines mid-plunge. Stukas blaze aerial, crashing as pyres. Pilots bail into the maelstrom below. Infantry creeps via wreck cover. Satchels primed to breach the death zone's edge. Coaxial chatters death. Assault waves wither in khaki fields. Bodies denied advance. Loaders M240 flanks clear. None pierce 500 meters. Kill radius unbreached. July 12th. Prokhorovka. Largest clash warps to slaughter. SS Cords' 300 tanks charging doom. Abrams claims high ground. Turrets sweeping the horde with mechanical inevitability. Ballistics perfect. Each round connects. Each hit cataclysmic in unerring sequence. Tigers flash horizon pyres. Crews watching conquerors perish in flame pillars. Panthers decapitate explosively. Debris scattering as Europe's Spain meets superior. Panzer IVs and Stugs harvest same. Wrecks multiply in the Reaper's path. Man, 40th kill tallies, 8 main rounds linger. Coax belts fraying to end. 50 cals for the tutu. Cartridge cal warns low. Turbine strains 8 hours. Fuel plunging to 20%. Soon, terror stills. 1 to 2 hours till immobility invites the horde. Germans probe wisely. Sacrificial bait draws fire. Rate slowing under pressure. Ravine squads slink with charges. Artillery observers dialing doom's coordinates. 150mm shell grazes true. Fracturing thermal arrays in concussive near miss. Vision halves. Crew fights blindered. Advantages eroding in the fog. Swift counsel. Retrograde now. Mobility's last gift before encirclement. Abrams reverses cover-bound. Treads churning retreat through ravaged earth. Germans creep over 400 hulks. Smoke cloaking the Enigma's flight. Citadel crumbles south, heavier. Losses pinned on singular, untraceable spectre. Crews balk advances. Deeming field Soviet supertank lairs in terror. Yet one cannot hold 100-mile line. Isolation dooms tactical gods. Prokhorovka bleeds panzers. But North-central axes grind unmolested onward. Abrams claims clashes flawless, yet lacks fuel, ammo, army for gains. History's 700 losses compressed to days. Attrition's blade sharpened. Ghost legend infects ranks. Doubt seeding among Wehrmacht's iron core. Isolated capitulations hasten. Some units flee the Reaper's whisper early. Tech gleams lone, but war craves masses. Supply, strategy's vast web. Kursk pivots unchanged. Citadel's rote speeds Reich's eastern unraveling. Abrams bridges eras, illuminating armored leaps from rivets to uranium. Anomalies ponder. One asset reshapes battles, yet bends history's arc little. Eastern grind persists. Soviet depths claim the offensive's grim toll. Kursk's scale defines 6,000 tanks, mechanized war's calculus etched. German slopes and guns wane against industry's tide and depth. Fictional rift spotlights. Thermals over optics. Sabots over shells. Crew's exile echoes time's trap. Power unmatched. Support adrift. Prokhorovka scars whisper tech's brief throne amid total war. Anomaly fades. Alternate fates pondered in steel's silent grave. Citadel routes swifter. Bagration looms. Berlin falls unaltered. Oh, local thunder profound, yet war's machine devours single sparks. Contrast optics shift. 1943 sights to modern horizon eyes. Armor arcs, plates to composites. Metallurgy's unyielding march. Engines evolve. Diesels to turbines. Speed's sustained fury. Firepower gaps, rifled to smooth. Destruction's amplified reach.